Hello, sir.
What's up, you handsome bastard? You're on the air with me and Brian Callen.
Oh, my God, I'm so nervous.
Don't worry, dude. I'm a regular guy. Taller in person, more athletic, but a regular guy, I promise.
He's going to look a little older. It's like a catfish. You think they're hot looking, and then you see him in person, like, oh, wow, their eyes are off.
Yeah, he's a little,
Don't tell me any jokes or I won't be able to focus.
Sorry, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
man. But we wanted to call you because we're idiots, and this whole Ian Garry drama, this mess here, what exactly is going on? Because before you give your expert insight on this, and what's going on here, is my whole thing is Ian Garry's wife is obviously spearheading this whole PR, his social media. She's doing an awful job, and she's turned Ian Garry into the most hated man in the UFC. But then a lot of it's a troll job. So it's tough to tell what's real, what's legit. So that's why we have you here. What's going on with this whole Ian Garry stuff?
All right, so I guess where I would start would be to say that anything that has happened for Ian Garry in the last week since this thing blew up is exceptional for his career, assuming that he can keep it focused and he doesn't care about people talking shit and calling him a cuck. Because, I mean, you know as well as me, we can measure a person's pay-per-view draw ability based on the views that we get if we put a video up about him. And this guy is officially a person I can do videos about that people will click on now.
He's a star, yeah.
Good.
You know what I mean? But like, as far as this actual thing, I can't really tell if it's completely staged. That would surprise me. It's like I think that the idea that she is a predatory girl who saw Ian Garry and she was like, I'm gonna trap this motherfucker with a kid. I'm gonna take all of his money, and that's what it's gonna be, is probably a stretch given the fact that he was the Cage Warriors champion at the time. I mean, like, he had a
that's a big reach. That's a big reach.
First of all, it's a reach, and also Ian Garry's an attractive man with a future, but he's also an MMA fighter. That if she wanted to if she was a gold digger, she'd chase a soccer player.
She would have chased a Premier League guy.
Yeah.
For her to bank on a young Ian Garry who's a Cage Warriors champ, I mean, she's in the wrong business.
Yeah.
She should be a manager.
That doesn't hold water at all. She just obviously was attracted to him and loves the guy.
Go on, Jess. Sorry.
No, I'm with you guys. I mean, it's a salacious story, especially when the thing came out that she had written this thing, How to Be a Wag, wife and girlfriend. But as she explained, and then I further verified yesterday, she was like, first of all, the How to Be a Wag, for anybody who didn't know, it's like wag means wife and girlfriend, and it's a term that characterizes like Victoria Beckham or someone who is like a rich socialite married to a baller-ass football player in the UK, right?
Yep.
So when I looked into it, what she said is, she's like, first of all, that was written in 2010, and it was a fucking joke. She's like, I work for OK Magazine, and it was a joke.
Just satire.
And when you look at it, it is. I mean, it seems to me it's clearly satire. And the other thing too is she got married after 2010 to a dude who's neither a football player nor rich, between writing the book and Ian Garry. So it's like, when I cover it on the channel, I'll make it kind of like funny and entertain all angles. But if someone's seriously like, dude, do you think that she trapped Ian Garry and dirt? It's like, no,
no,
I don't.
But Jess, do you think part of the reason they're doing this is, how it goes? I mean, I know how this goes. When you have a lot of haters, they're going to look for these rumors and this stuff to try to disparage you and come up with stuff. So I think his hate got so bad that it went down this road, unfortunately, for him. They're able to put these pieces of the puzzle together.
Did the hate get that bad, though?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, that's fair. The other thing, too, is like, because everybody now is like scouring the internet looking for stuff that they can pile on here. And it's like, it resembles the Nina Agdal and Logan Paul thing, but the thing about the Nina Agdal and Logan Paul thing is Nina is way more famous than she was. Yes. And also had put out so much content.
Yep.
Like, it was part of her brand.
Yep.
That she's like, I can swallow a 12-inch cock. That's part of my brand.
Yeah, I love it.
And then she tried to represent herself.
I appreciate that.
Like, I wouldn't sleep with Logan when we first started dating. And it's like, she knows there are a bunch of fucking hand grenades that can blow up in her face at any time, and Dylan fucking dug them all up.
He sure did. So
It's a different situation.
But can I just tell you that what is there to hate about? I'm just saying, what is there to hate about Ian Garry and his wife?
this is a bigger story,
But you know what I'm saying? Like
he got a lot of hate the way
noise.
it's not that he got a lot of hate because the way he was acting. He's doing an impression of Connor to start. When he beat Neil Magny, the way he went about it, saying Neil Magny beats his kids.
Got it.
He made a shirt of a mugshot.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Brian just found out who Ian Garry is before he started the show.
No, I know who he is. I just didn't know
You're not
he was
that
that
familiar with
colorful.
him.
I know
Yeah.
he was it was weird with the Neil Magny thing. I remember that. I was puzzled by that. But
Yeah.
Where you
Wait, you talking about Jeff Neal or?
I'm saying
the Neil Magny fight, he
Yeah.
got
I thought
stuff that because he's flipping
Sure,
Neil
sure.
off.
Yeah.
And then the Jeff Neal, especially with the mugshot.
Yeah.
But again, I think this goes back. What him and his wife do, I don't know why anybody gives a shit about that stuff. But when it comes to the way she's handling his PR, it's atrocious, dude. That's my issue with her. I don't care about anything else, but it's like you have this kid who you and I were texting this morning. If I had to bet on anybody to be world champion in 12 to 18 months, my money's on Ian Garry. That kid's so fucking talented, dude. He's going to beat Vicente Luque, hopefully, if he gets past this shitstorm. And then the fight between him and Leon Edwards, that's a pretty fucking possible thing in the next 12 months, man.
Well, yeah, because you had all the shit about Leon Edwards and them kicking him out of the gym.
There's a narrative
Here's
there.
The thing about that, and then now because of this whole thing with the cut. Now, the one thing that we are leaving out is the fact that her ex-husband, lives with them supposedly. I don't want to get hit with a defamation charge if he lives next door. Or
See, I heard that's not true. I heard that's one of the fake things. Again, I don't know what to believe.
He definitely is his nutritionist. That's for sure.
That's a nightmare then.
no, it's not. That just means that Ian Garry's confident enough to have the ex as
Now, Jesse, that's one cuck explaining cuck moves. Brian's a cuck.
I got no problem with it.
That's the biggest cuck move. If the ex-husband's living with you,
it's fine.
that's cuck shit,
Come on,
man.
hey, I'll have my coffee with a little cream. Come on, it's fine.
Little caveat here: Brian also drives a Tesla, so tread lightly.
But
I'm a lot like
all
Ian
I'm saying
Garry.
about that is, no matter how overconfident you are an MMA fighter. It is 100% inevitable that you're going to be traveling at times by yourself, and your wife is not going to be with you, and your nutritionist might not be with you. In which case, if you get in a fight with your fucking wife, who is a hard fucking 10, she is a smoke, dude.
Facts.
Smoke show.
You're gonna leave her alone with a dude who's been in that
Living in your house, and he's already done
God
anal?
damn it, that's so hot. I mean, that's so worrying. Sorry.
Brian's all about it. Brian's looking for a nutritionist right now.
As long as you get a video.
Brian's looking for a black nutritionist right now.
Well, as long as he's a professional athlete, he doesn't have to be black. Could be Latin.
11 inches deep.
Yeah, dude. We'll see if it fits the criteria. Yeah, I just want to reach out to you and to see what's going on here. But again, I think all of this blows over. Literally, everyone forgets about it if he head kicks Vicente Luque into the fucking third
100%.
row.
I absolutely agree, and I think he's going to. If you look at because he did a video yesterday where he essentially was just directing people to her Instagram story because she was explaining the WAG book, which I would say that's the only thing. Like, the only thing she should put a statement out was about the WAG book, because if any smart person looks at what she said and then looks at the book, it's like, okay, yeah, it's probably a fucking joke.
Yeah.
I don't think she should say anything else about this whatsoever.
Agree.
But when Ian Garry was like, you think she's not going to say anything? He's like, you're out of your mind. He was chilling. Like, you could tell she just was like, could you direct people to me? He doesn't look like he's tripping at all. Like, he looks completely focused, which makes me even more confident.
Well, that's a mindset of a world champion, my man. That makes me like him even more.
Yeah.
Me too.
Jesse, you got to come on the podcast sometime.
He starts in practice, though, when he was in Florida, and I found out who it was. And I'm just juggling whether or not I'm going to put that info out yet.
Oh, I'll talk to you off air about that.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. I hate feeling like I'm piling on people, but it's a pretty fucking big scoop.
We're talking about practice, though. We're talking about practice.
We're talking about practice.
100%.
I don't care about any of that stuff, but I do think that kid has a chance to be world champion. I think this is going to earn him more fans, especially if he handles it the right way and doesn't listen to his wife.
Dude, every single thing that's bad on your way up immediately becomes a positive if you kick the living shit out of everybody.
Correct.
Everyone's just like, damn, they weathered that storm and then performed like that.
As Al Davis said, just win, baby. That's all Ian Machado needs to do, and I'll probably drop her last name from yours. Whatever. That's nor here nor there. But We appreciate you, brother. I'll hit you up after this, but you're my go-to on this stuff, man, because it's hard for me to keep up. I'm old.
Fair enough. You call me anytime, good sir.
All right, brother.
Pleasure, Brian.
Jesse, I'll call you every day, buddy, just to talk.
Yeah. All right, brother. We'll see you soon, man. Appreciate you. Later.